Hey everybody, we are gonna do a quick warm-up real quick. It's just a quick draw. So what I'm gonna do, everybody get a pencil out. I'm gonna give you something to draw real quick. It's only gonna be for like 2 minutes. Are you ready? It's gonna be something silly. Caterpillar with roller skates. Go. Quick draw. Go, go, go.
Caterpillar with roller skates, caterpillar with roller skates.
As soon as you're done, hold up your paper and we'll show it for everybody. You only got 1 more minute. Oh, Samantha. Are you done with your drawing? Oh no, you were just holding up a light. Okay.
Hello. My kids are having self-defense right now, but I'm going to fill in. And then as soon as they're done, they'll come in.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good.
But I would like to learn some drawings too.
Awesome. Well, welcome. Lizzie, that's awesome. Look at that sweet caterpillar with roller skates. Awesome job. All right, everybody, you should be done drawing. That's it. Time. Let's see those caterpillars. Is that Liliana and Heather Rose? So awesome. Yes. Kaden.
I just did a simple drawing.
Awesome. Yes. Very cool. Very cool.
Maybe show no eye caterpillar riding a roller coaster and roller skates.
Awesome. Yes, Kat.
It's got a few too many legs.
Hey, caterpillars have lots of legs. That's all right. Oh, Vienna and Victoria. Awesome. So cute. Awesome. Very nice job, everybody. Okay, we'll get to the project now. Everybody's warmed up and ready to go. So we are going to draw shadows. So what we're going to do, let me explain. I know some of you may already know this. If you do, great. If not, you're going to find out right now. We're basically challenging ourselves because most of the time when we draw an object, we are drawing the positive space. So the positive space is the object itself. So what's taking up space in general is the object. And today we're actually going to be drawing negative space. So it's just a shadow. We're going to fill in, we're going to look at negative and positive space just using the shadow. So we're not going to be drawing the object itself. So I have my own little setup here. I have a couple objects that I have. I have this neat little sculpture that I made a while ago. This one's really nice because there's going to be a lot of areas. All of these spaces, all this negative space is going to probably cast a really interesting shadow. So I have this, and then I just have this little sunflower thing. I thought that might be interesting as well. Plants also cast a very nice shadow. So if you have a plant, I would suggest that. I'm a little limited because I have this lamp that I'm going to be using. Like I said, if you came in a little late, the lighting at my house is not very good right now because it is raining outside. So I'm not getting a strong source of light. I have this lamp. It's a heavier source of light that'll shine directly on my paper, and then I'll be able to see the shadow better for my project. All right, so I'm just going to show everybody. You have your piece of paper, and what you want to do first is just find a nice, mess with your object a little bit. See what type of shadow it will cast. That looks really interesting. I still don't have the best source of light. As you can see, it's still pretty blurred in these areas, but that's okay. I'm just going to work with it. Isn't it great how it just works out that way? It's been so sunny for a few weeks, and the day we're doing a shadow drawing, it's cloudy. So mess around with it. Find a shadow that you really like, a shadow that's cast on your paper. My object is landing on my paper a little bit, so I'm going to do my very best to just work around that area. Let me just show you my other object too, so you get an idea of what we're working with. So this one is kind of neat too, but I get a very different shadow cast by it. This almost reminds me, for those of you that were a part of the Crumpled Creatures project, this could totally become a crumpled creature. I don't know if you all see that. But I just want to mess around. See, like this would be really interesting. I have lots of lines that I could draw here. I'm not going to use this first. Actually, you know what? I will use this first because it's a little bit easier to show you. So once you find a setup that you find interesting, then you'll begin to trace the shadows that you see on your paper. Is everyone good? Does everyone have a nice setup? You can just type in the chat if everyone's good, everyone's set up, if you're still looking for something or a nice setup. Evie, you're still going? Tater Tot's ready? Okay. Light isn't very good. Yeah, Evie, we're in the same boat. Simeon's still looking. Okay, I'm going to show you what you're going to do with this while everyone's looking. That way you know how to start at least. So I'm going to look for the harshest line. If you can see on here, it's a little bit blurred. Like there's this very light area right here where my pencil is down at the bottom. And then I have a very harsher line right here. I'm just going to trace, I'm going to look for this harsh line and trace that. And all you're going to do to start is literally just trace the shadow cast by your object. It'll get a little tricky because your hand's going to cast a shadow as well. And this is trickier for me because I'm right-handed. And I put my object on the right. Now, hopefully my object adjusted a little bit, so my shadow adjusted, but hopefully you found an object that stays pretty still. And it looks like I have more of a shadow up here. And that's it. So I chose a very simple shadow to start with just to show you what that's going to look like. And you just get this really interesting design here. And then what you can do after that is fill in this space with color. And you can choose whatever color you want. So I'm gonna actually trace my other sculpture because I find that one a little bit more interesting. Now this one's gonna be a little bit trickier. Actually, let's see if I can. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so now I've got some really interesting lines going. Sorry, my camera lost you. My sculpture's right in the camera, so I apologize. I'll move that as soon as I start getting this traced in here. So that's what makes drawing the plants very interesting, is because you get these really nice areas of positive and negative space. As you saw with my first item that I drew, it was really simple, not super interesting there wasn't a lot of positive and negative space. There's one area, right? I wasn't really challenged with the amount of lines. And I'm just doing my best to work around my object because it's right on top. This is how I can get the best shadow, is it being right on top of my paper right now. So as long as I get the general idea of where everything lays, I can kind of adjust the lines once I move my object. And take your time too. There's no need to rush. We have some time right now. It's interesting because I'm looking down at my paper, but I can honestly see the shadow better in the Zoom camera. This is where it gets a little tricky because it's pretty light. Shadow that's cast right here.
So when I have my shadow, there's like a line. I have a question.
The audio is a little.
There's a light shadow and then
Your audio is.
I think the connection is. I think she's having a connection problem. Maybe type it into the chat, Nissy. Yeah, I think she has a connection issue.
Okay.
okay.
I don't see anything coming up yet. Uh-oh.
Nissy's question, there's a dark shadow and a light one. Do we draw both?
You want to look for the area that's the harsh line. So I guess technically it would be the darker shadow. Like I have, this is part of my whole sculpture here. So I'm doing my best to capture these lines, but it's lighter because the shadow cast is not, the light source on top of it is not very good. But ideally you're going to capture these harsher lines. So see how there's a lighter shadow here and then a darker shadow here. You want to do your best to follow along the lines that are the harsher shadow because that's your actual piece. And my shadow has moved because I keep bumping it on accident. So if it moves or if the shadow adjusts, just do your best to work with it. It'll get a little tricky, and that's okay. Trying to reach into these areas right now without bumping my piece. Being right-handed is not working out for me right now. Hopefully that helps, Nisi. I don't know if I answered your question. I think I did. So what you have, if you're looking at the screen in front of you, what I have a ton of positive and negative shadows being cast. The negative space are these holes where there isn't a shadow cast. And the positive space is where the shadow is cast here. So that's really what we're looking at, is just positive and negative space. It gets tricky because we're so used to drawing the actual object. Oh, bumped my project. Oh, not too bad though. And I'm just now working around some of the shadow that's cast over here. And I think I got everything. Like I said, looking at the Zoom camera is, for some reason, I can see the shadows so much better than in person. Okay, I think I got everything now. So you're gonna get some really interesting shapes. I love this sculpture, how it casts these interesting little shapes. All right, I'm gonna move this. Hopefully I'm done. Okay, there is, wait for my camera to focus a little bit here. Okay, so I'm just gonna attach that line. And there is my, ooh, that turned out pretty cool, actually. Sorry, I'm just gonna rotate the camera a little bit. All right, how's everybody else doing? Is anyone still working? Anyone wanna share their shadow? I saw someone's done.
Here's Samantha's.
Ooh, Samantha, that's super rad. What did you trace? Oh, I love that. That looks awesome. So cool.
Here was CB. I saw she was sharing earlier.
Oh, I love that too. What did you use to trace?
I use a rose, this rose right here,
Oh,
and then this, which is like a earring hanging thing,
oh, that's neat.
tilted like this to get the shadow.
That casts a really interesting shadow. I love it.
Here's Laura.
Hey, Laura.
I did pineapple. I did this here too.
Oh, very cool. You could turn that into a creature too. Say that again, Laura. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, mine. This is Cass. My machine. I'm not sure if you can see because I can't really see the screen. Or you're not in Zoom.
Their video froze. Maybe
Oh no!
we might have to come back to them. Is it gonna
She
work?
accidentally hit the home button.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice big shadow. What did you use? Is that cat?
My sewing machine.
Sewing machine. That's interesting.
Yes,
Very
it's
nice.
Cat. She used her sewing machine.
Very nice. Thanks, ladies.
There's Liliana and Heather Rose.
Hello, ladies.
I haven't finished.
Ooh, very nice. I like the colors you're using.
Here's Nissy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's cool, Liliana. What did you ladies use to draw? Oh, very cool. Oh, I like that plant.
Okay, here's Nissy.
I don't know if you can hear me again. Okay, so this is mine.
It's kind of hard to see. Are you able to hold it a little closer? I can kind of see it. All right, it's a little hard to see, Nisi, so we can come back too.
Okay, here's Evie.
Kind of light, but here's mine.
Oh, I can kind of see that too. Very cool, Evie.
Thank you.
Nissy
All right.
says it's a cup.
It's a cup. Awesome.
It was.
Awesome. All right. Oh, I see Nikita. Is that your name?
Oh,
You got her hand up. Hello.
Hello.
Ooh, that's a really interesting shadow too. What did you use?
I used this.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good thing. That's a nice.
Grasshopper.
That would be really interesting shadow. Very cool. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, everybody. So now what you can do is choose where you want to add some color. You can do a few different things. Really, it's up to you. This is your project, so you can make it look pretty abstract. You can fill in the area on the outside, all the negative space surrounding your object. If you'd like to fill in the shadow, you're welcome to do that as well. But I liked how Heather Rose had some different areas of color, which would be really interesting. It makes it look a little bit more abstract. You can sort of do like a gradient effect with different colors if you want to do something like that. But we're just going to now fill in this space. So we're going to add color, really make this object pop. So I think, I'm not sure what colors I want to use actually. Didn't think that far ahead. Actually, this is pretty neat. Kind of like, I'm feeling the blues right now, everybody. That this may be cool too. All right, change my mind. I'm using a Tuscan red color. So now, if you want to use one color, you're welcome to do that too. But I am just filling in the negative space within my object first. Again, you can do this however you want. This is really going to be up to you as the artist.
Kat has her hand raised.
Hey, Kat.
So I'm a little confused about what exactly we're doing because I was outside with my sister doing my shape.
Now we're just adding color. So however, if you want to, we're just filling in the space surrounding the object. If you want to, so right now I'm filling in, there's this negative space here. These lines are my actual object. And I'm just going to be drawing around it. If you'd like to fill in the actual object, you are welcome to instead of.
I thought it was the object's shadow. I'm confused.
It is the object's shadow.
Okay, so when you say the object, you mean the object's shadow. they
Correct.
drew. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so now you're literally just adding color wherever you'd like. At this point, it's really your choice. So I am filling in the negative space. If you want to fill in, you are welcome to do that too. You can use one color, you can use 2, 3, 4, however many colors you want. And you can also use this time too to really mess with value a little bit. So what would it look like if you made some areas dark? What would it look like if you made some areas light? So this little tiny negative space too, maybe I want to fill this in so it's really dark. I'm going to put a lot of pressure on my pencil. Maybe these areas too. Evie, I'm sorry, I just saw your question, but it looks like Scott answered it. Perfect. Yeah, I'm filling in the negative space. If you want to fill in the shadow, you're welcome to. I want to leave my shadow blank with no color. So many of you had some really interesting shadows too. Really interesting drawings, I should say. Does anyone want to share their favorite part about their weekend? If you did anything? I got to go on a boat this weekend. That was fun with family.
Here's Laura.
Hey, Laura.
The favorite part of my weekend was that me and my sister were making masks. We got to learn how to make them on our sewing
Oh.
machine.
Oh, cool. Did you get some cool fabric to use?
Yeah, we have some cool fabric because we've been making other things, and so she and I are homeschooled. So we went before this whole quarantine thing happened. We were going to a co-op, and we were doing a sewing thing. So we learned some more stuff there, and we got a bit of fabric for some of our projects, and some that we're just left over that we're using. So.
Oh, that's cool. That's neat. So you kind of had a foundation already, so now you got to practice it. Sweet. That's cool.
And Kat?
So I actually am Lori's sister, but I wanted to share something also onto that is that we got to just have lots of fun. Also, we got to use some fabric that we got just for it. I'm showing you because I have more to sew after this class.
Ooh, that's neat.
And then the inside says white, which are not square. They just look square.
Yeah, that's neat. I like the fabric that you chose. Megan, you painted rocks for people to take. Where do you leave them? Do you just leave them out and about for people to find? You leave them in a box? Like outside your house?
On a sidewalk, there's like a sidewalk where everybody like walks their dogs. So I just put it there, and then it says like free rocks on it. So
Oh,
yeah.
cool. Do you write any messages on there? Or do you just paint?
Yes. I also just do like random little like paintings on them. So
Oh, that's amazing. That's a really cute idea, especially to keep some positivity out there.
thank you.
And it's a nice way to stay creative too. Megan, I think you just inspired me. I feel like I should do something like that too. There's a park right by my house. Could totally leave them there. I mean, no one really goes to the park right now because it's all blocked off, but Tater Tot, you're thinking about opening commissions? You should. Especially if you have the time to do drawings for people. Tater Tot, what are your favorite things to draw? Cameron, you're going to make a car wash? You can wash my car. It's filthy. Characters, furries, country humans, and just random little... That's awesome. Cameron, where do I live? I live in Orange County. Not sure if you're in California too. Ooh, digital painting. That's cool. Find a Bob Ross video and do it digitally. That's so awesome. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Bob Ross is such a great way to do some artwork right now. And he's so positive and uplifting.
Did you know that Bob Ross actually was in the Army?
I did not know that. Not super surprising. I feel like a lot of people back then were in the military for a minute at least. Bob Ross's hometown is in Alaska. Makes sense. Alaska's beautiful. Wonder if that's where he was drawing his pretty little trees. See what I did there? Ooh, Samantha. What you got going on? Ooh, really cool. Did you outline it? Yeah, I like it. I like it. It makes the line nice.
I outlined it, and I also did another one, which is my dinosaur.
Oh, cute. So little. Love it. Nice work, Samantha.
Thank you.
A cabin near a lake in Alaska. That's still about Bob Ross, everybody. That sounds awesome.
Laura says she's done.
Laura, let's see it.
So this is a pineapple, and I used the reverse colors of its, well, the colors across from it on the color wheel.
Oh, that's very nice. I love that. What did you use watercolor?
Yeah.
I love that. The watercolor looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing. That looks awesome.
Here's Liliana and Heather Rose.
I'm almost done.
Ooh, I like the orange. That looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Ooh, that looks good, Heather Rose. I didn't even see the other side of it. Now that you added color, now I can see it. Looks good. I love Samantha's idea with outlining the lion too.
Here's Kat.
So here's mine. Let my camera spin around. There we go.
Oh, very cool. And that was your sewing machine?
Yes.
That cast a really interesting shadow.
Yeah. So the needles here, the peg for anyone who actually sews, the wheel that turns it,
Oh, very cool.
and
Okay.
the body of the sewing machine.
Very nice. I like what you did with the color too. It almost looks like a wave.
Yeah. I did like line art for suggestion of color.
Very cool. Thank you.
Here's Vienna and Victoria.
Oh, what? Very cool. You did a few objects.
Yes. What did
Is
you
that
have?
Actually, I did too.
you did
I
too?
did a headband and my hand holding a roll of tape.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then I did the shadow of a star, a popcorn, a piece of popcorn, a bottle of glue, and a space thing.
Oh, very cool. I love the idea of holding an object too. That would be a really cool shadow.
And then I also did this.
Oh, that's neat. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, ladies.
Wait, Mommy, I need to do one more thing. And where is that?
Going back to Victoria.
Oh, I love that. Okay, you have scissors, and what else did you trace on there?
The hamburger.
Ooh, that's interesting.
And
And
diamond.
a bead
Oh, very cool.
bead
Oh, I see that.
wire.
Nice.
And a upside down scissor. And a bear.
That looks awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Scott, you can't escape, even if your camera's off. So
That's
good.
awesome. I'm gonna add that to the collection when I get this computer set up, hooked back up today.
I love it. So good, Samantha.
So good. Thank you, Samantha.
Tater tot. Scott. Look at that.
Oh,
Tater Tot, finish your theme
You gonna sing
song.
it for us? Says he needs 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, Evie, it looks like Evie typed that at the exact same time, Tater Tot. Who said that? I have the. You're gonna draw Scoot. That's funny. Scott, Cameron said you've been renamed. You will now be known as Scoot.
That's pretty funny.
All right, I'm still messing with a little bit of the value with my drawing. See if I want to add a little bit more here. Does anyone else want to share? I know some people got a chance to. If anyone else didn't get a chance to and they want to, we'd love to see more.
Here's Isaac.
Isaac.
Hey there. I went ahead. Oh, pencil. So I went ahead and drew both of the shadows that I got, and since one of them ended up behind the other, I figured that I would play with value a bit and draw the ones behind the front one in a darker shade.
Oh,
So it's a shadow of the shadow.
I love that. That's a good idea too.
That's it.
Nice, Isaac. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's Rosie.
Rosie, I haven't seen you in a while.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, what did you draw?
I drew my caterpillar first, and also something to my toys. It's a whale, and I colored it. And also, I drew a card from one of our card games, and I drew a coin.
I love the color that you added to those too.
Thank you.
And this is mine.
Oh, cool. What did you draw?
One of my mom's teapots.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Also, I drew this at the
It's
other
this
page.
one right here.
Ooh, that's a nice teapot.
I drew this too.
Oh, very nice, Rosie. Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Here's Tater Tot.
Okay, are we
So
looking
here's
at
the song? I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it, but I'll try my best.
Yeah. Tater tot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank
Oh
you.
Scott, can you attach music to your pictures?
Yes, absolutely, I will. I'm adding that song. That's so awesome.
Oh my gosh, that's
Thank you,
brilliant.
Tater Tot.
You're all so talented. So fun.
Here's Soren.
Soren.
Oh,
I drew a lot of objects, so I don't think I can tell you all of them. I'll just tell you like the favorite ones I drew.
Perfect.
So, so this was a PlayStation controller.
Oh, sweet.
This was like a watering can, a small one.
Oh, cool. That's a good idea too.
This was a marker.
Awesome. Thanks, Soren.
Wait, I'm not done. Then there was like this butterfly my mom helped me on.
Ooh, that's neat.
There, who kind of looks like a human.
Yeah, it does.
And then there's like this flower I like did over 3 times. So this is one look of it. This is another look of it. And then this is the final look of it.
Actually, that's a really neat way to do the shadow drawing too. If you do a bunch of different
right here
views. Yeah.
And I think that's all my favorites.
Those look cool, Soren. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love the way everyone added their color too. It makes it look really abstract. Nice.
here's Caden.
I didn't actually add color.
Oh, but you added the shading. Very cool. That's awesome. I like it with just the shading too.
Oh yeah, this was from this.
Oh, nice. That's actually a good idea if anyone wants to add the shading too on with the color also.
This.
Nice.
And then this was from, I just want to look at it. Or maybe fix it. Wait, I just need to fix it. This.
Oh, nice. So cool. That would cast a neat shadow too. Awesome, Kaden. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next up is Evie.
Hello.
Here's my shadow thing.
Ooh, I love the background.
Thank you.
That looks awesome.
Here's my Scott.
Nice.
I love
Adding it to the collection. Thank you.
That looks so good. All right. Any last shares? We got a couple minutes. I've added a little bit more to mine.
Here's another one.
Oh.
This is Beatrice. She drew socks.
Very cool, Beatrice.
Outline shadow.
I love the color.
And then she also did a outline shadow butterfly. And this other thing too.
Ooh, I like the colors on the outside.
Yeah.
Those are really nice.
I was asking, is there any other, I found out this class through a place. I don't know if there's another place that we could find these classes. It's through Chuck Jones Center.
Yes, yeah. Scott, can you type in the website in the chat for her?
Yes, I'll post it.
Is there
Scott's-
a different place that where you share your classes at?
You can, Scott's going to type in the website in the chat, but if you go on, I don't know if you have Instagram, but I know on Instagram, there's usually a link right on our homepage with what the virtual programs are for that week. But we have them Monday through Friday right now. Usually they're at 10 a.m. and at noon. Oh yeah. Scott just posted the link if you.
Great. And I know there was a class that my son took. I don't know if it was you who gave the class. It was drawing cartoons characters.
Oh yeah, was that with Ben?
You know, I don't remember because I wasn't sitting in the class, but it was last week. And I think they were drawing some kind of cartoon characters, and a 12 o'clock class. And I was wondering if he wants to revise the class, is there a way to watch the recording again?
Yes, yes. Scott can actually give you more details for that. We also have access to, if you go on the website, on the link, we have all the PDFs still posted for old classes.
Oh, yeah.
But there's, Scott just posted a bunch on YouTube. I'll let him kind of tell you what's on there right
I'm
now.
actually getting the link right now, so I'll post that link here in just a second.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, you can watch all of our Zoom classes we've done are on, at least most of them, right?
I think there's 50 some posted already.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And that mechanism that you have clip on your phone, that's so cool. What is that? Is that like a tripod that goes overboard, like hang over or something?
Yeah.
I
found
have
it.
another meeting, so bye.
Oh, bye, Soren. Yeah, I got this when we started the Zoom classes. I didn't have this. I just found it on Amazon, but it's just for your phone. It's pretty neat. Just clips it.
Yeah. Great.
So I just posted the link to the playlist of classes that are available on YouTube so far.
Okay. Let me copy it.
Thank you, Scott.
Welcome.
All right. Well, that is our class for today. There's my shadow project for those of you that want to see it. I'll probably just mess around with this value a little bit more. But thank you everybody for coming. I'm glad you found the class. Oh, what? Samantha, that looks awesome. I love that. We will be back on Wednesday. They're all on the website, all the ones for this new week. So take a look at that, and I'll see you all Wednesday. You all did awesome today. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Thank you for the Scoot song.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Scoot.
Bye.